discuss according to syllabus, that is forms of marriage. कॉपी क्यों निकल लिया है? कॉपी, व्हाई यू आर लुकिंग एट कॉपी? मैच कर, मैं गलत तो नहीं कर रहा? दैट इज a bad idea, and I think nowhere in the class people study at the same time they are looking at the copy. Focus on the class and go back home and check it. So there are different types of marriage based on different criteria. First, marriage based on number of spouse. There are two types of marriage: monogamy and polygamy. What is monogamy? It is a marriage between a man and a woman. Triangle stands for male, circle for female. When they are connected by parallel lines, they are married couples. It can also be written like this. नीचे से connect कर रहा है. If they are connected from above, then they are brother sister. नीचे से जाएगा तो couples, ऊपर से जाएगा तो brother sister. So people in modern societies usually practice monogamy. Why people practice monogamy? Because every cultural practice is to fulfill certain needs. Every cultural practice is a problem solving mechanism. So why most of the people in the world practice monogamy? Because these societies are technologically advanced. Advanced. That's why they don't need human support. Whatever they require, they can be fulfilled by technology. If you have technologically backwardness, then you need human beings. Because that backwardness in technology can be compensated by human relations. And when we are becoming technologically advanced, you can see our relationship is reduced. है कि नहीं? These societies are monetized economy. Means they use money as the medium of exchange. When societies are technologically advanced, money is used as medium of exchange. You know, again, relationship is affected because you can store money for future purpose in times of unemployment, in times of health. You can buy help. You can survive unemployment if you have money. So these societies have technology, these societies have monetized economy. Usually these societies are stratified. Means they may be caste-based society or class-based society or any other basis of stratification can be there. And they marry within their own group. For example, in our society, we practice caste endogamy. In Western societies, they practice class endogamy. Middle class marry within middle class. Upper class within upper class. And they do not allow their members to marry more than one spouse at a time. Means if your husband or marry, if they are dead, then you can marry. So it is observed that if these situations exist in any society, they practice monogamy. You look at your society, all these situations exist. That's why we practice monogamy. ठीक है? तो stratification है, then endogamy है, means marrying within one's own group, and marrying not more than one person at a time. ठीक है? Then polygamy. Polygamy means there may be plurality of husband or plurality of wives. First, we can discuss polyandry. It may be an individual question, and it has been asked many times. Write a short note on polyandrous marriage. Write a short note on polyandrous society. So, as an individual question, what can be the frame? You just write it. ठीक है. So this is the frame for polyandry. So polyandry means plurality of husband. This is the diagram. There can be more than one husband. That marriage is called polyandry. Many societies in the world practice polyandry. For example, Khasa in and around Dehradun, Tibetan community in China, Toda in Nilgiri Hills, Nayar in Kerala, and many communities in Africa. They practice polyandry. There are two types of polyandry. One is fraternal polyandry, another one is non-fraternal polyandry. If husbands are brothers, that is called fraternal polyandry. If husbands are brothers. So fraternal polyandry is practiced by all of them except Nair. Among the given examples, all people practice fraternal polyandry except Nair. In case of non-fraternal polyandry, husbands are not brothers. They come from different lineage or different households. Nair practices non-fraternal polyandry. Nair. अलग अलग घर से आएगा. They are not brothers simply. If husbands are brothers, called fraternal. If they are not brothers, they are non-fraternal. So Nair practice non-fraternal polyandry. So why people practice polyandry? See, there are different reasons for different people. For example, Khasa and Tibetan community, it is economic pragmatism which is responsible for practicing polyandry. In the past, more particularly before independence in India, the area where Khasa had been living, it was not fertile area because they live in hill terrain. So there was no irrigation facility. They did not have access to advanced technology. That's why most of the land where Khasa people living, Tibetans living, were wasteland. They had huge tract of land, but infertile. So therefore, if every brother would have married individual wives, then family will be divided after marriage. Property will also be divided. So in that case, the property which will be available to every brother, it won't be economically viable. So to face these challenges, they married a single wife. If there is single wife, family will be smaller, and there will be no division of family, and therefore there will be no division of property, and they can survive successfully. So that was the reason both in Khasa and in Tibetan. Rest means all women will be married at the same time. Now tell me, if in India, look at the sex ratio, it is 929 per thousand male. That means many male will be unmarried. Is there anyone in India remaining unmarried? It is the most easiest thing that if you do anything or doing nothing, you will be getting married. Because every male is not getting married at the same time. समझे ना? So everything cannot be solved mathematically. However, among Khasa, those who are economically well off, थोड़ा conditions अच्छा होता था, they married more than one wives. एक की जगह दो शादी कर लेता था. This form of marriage is called polygynandrous or group marriage. Those Khasa were economically well off. पैसा वैसा थोड़ा ठीक ठाक था. They married more than one wives. So in this marriage, you can see there is plurality of husband as well as plurality of wives. That is why this is called polygynandrous. Andri bhi hai, gyni bhi hai. However, after independence, this area where Khasa lived, provided with irrigation facilities by the government of India, by the state government. They have been given high-yielding varieties of seeds. Because of that, this area has become fertile. Productivity of the soil increased. Nowadays, they do not marry single wife. They marry individual wives. So if you visit this place nearby Dehradun, which is particularly called Chakrata, it's a tourist spot. They do not marry they do not practice polygamy. Monogamy. Rarely you can come to know that some family has married polyandrous form of. And why rarely it is reported? Because they believed they are the descendants of Pandavas in the Mahabharata. So as a matter of tradition, they practice polyandry once in a blue moon. That can be reported. So देखो, some compulsion was responsible for polyandry because it was the best solution under the circumstances. Circumstances change, form of marriage change. Because culture is a problem solving mechanism. So when problems do not exist, why culture for that particular problem should continue? So people do not practice polyandry today. कभी कभार 10 साल 15 साल 20 साल में एक रिपोर्ट होता है. And they do so because of tradition. ठीक है. So that is the case among Khasa and Tibetan. Among Toda, it was religious consideration which was responsible for polyandry. See, Toda were pastoral tribe, means they reared cattle and used milk and milk products for their survival. They usually reared buffalo. That's why locally they are popularly known as buffalo man. ठीक है. So in Toda community, they had a norm that first female child in any Toda family shall be sacrificed to their tribal deity. बलि चढ़ा देता था. So because of that female sacrifice, female sex ratio has been brought down. बहुत कम हो गया था. Consequently, they adopted polyandry to mismatch male-female sex ratio. हरियाणा में भी जिस तरह से जा रहा है ना, कुछ साल बाद उधर भी polyandry आ जाएगा देखना. It was wrongly reported, inflated. I am also from Haryana. 3-4 महीने पहले क्या किया, सब स्टेट में ना बढ़ा दिया फीमेल सेक्स 900 कहीं पे, कभी कहीं 950. एक स्टेट तो एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट तो है जिसमें फीमेल ही ज्यादा हो गई है. फिर 1 महीने बाद सारे झूठ था. समझा, कोई चेंज नहीं हुई है. एंड इट इज हार्ड टू बिलीव एनी डेटा पब्लिश बाय बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट. हर डेटा को झूठ देता लोग. हाँ, सही में जब भी कुछ डेटा तो मुझे पहला डाउट होता है कहां तक सच है ये डेटा. गलत है. मैंने दोनों रिपोर्ट पढ़ा ना. जिस दिन आया था बड़ा बड़ा करके दिया था, पूरा फर्स्ट पेज में डेटा के भर दिया किस स्टेट डिस्ट्रिक्ट में कितना फीमेल. रियली इट वाज सरप्राइजिंग कि इतना जल्दी कैसे हो गया, क्योंकि सिचुएशन हैज नॉट चेंज. फिर जिस दिन दिख के आया जो गलत डेटा कोने में इतना छोटा दिया था, सब डिस्ट्रिक्ट में गलत. सो because of less number of female in the society, they adopted polyandry. But not after some time, after British government came to India, they abolished human sacrifice. शायद 1828 में ऐसे कुछ, 1829 में. अब तुम क्यों जा रहा है, प्रॉब्लम तो उसका, तुम क्यों जा रहा है. ऐसे ही करता रहना. So with the abolition of human sacrifice, now they have adopted monogamy because female sex ratio has gone up. And moreover, these tribals have been converted into Christianity. In Christianity, there is no human sacrifice. And it is also abolished in our country. So because of these two measures, female sex ratio had gone up. And they practiced monogamy today. One of our students, after becoming IPS, he visited Toda people. Even many young Todas do not know they had a practice like this. And many Todas today, they are bureaucrats, teachers, doctors. एक जमाना था जब ये लोग करते थे ऐसा. समझा. They live in Nilgiri Hills. It is very close to Mysore. आज वो लोग ऐसा नहीं रहा. Now they are advanced. Then Nair. Political necessity was responsible for polyandry among Nair. See, Nair was a warrior tribe. That's why they are always at war with their neighboring communities. And it happened when British did not come to India. So then individual tribes had to maintain their territorial integrity. So to maintain territorial integrity, adult Nair male spent most of the time in their life on the frontier. ज़्यादातर समय बॉर्डर में गुजरना पड़ता था. So under these circumstances, they developed non-fraternal polyandry. How it is? See, both Nair boys and girls, with the consent of their household, called Taravad. They enter into matrimonial alliance. Once marriage is solemnized by performing all the rituals, tying Mangal Sutra and all remaining rituals. The whole process is called Thalikettu Kalyanam. Kalyanam. The marriage is dissolved. इधर शादी हुआ, Thalikettu Kalyanam. Marriage is dissolved. Now this Nair female never meet this husband in her life. So what is the use of marriage then? See, with this Kalyanam ceremony, Nair girl attain the status of womanhood. Womanhood. Woman की status उसको मिलता है. Now she is free from the society. Now she is allowed by the society to have intimate physical relationship with any male in her community other than that ritual husband. And these males are called lovers. Yes. Listen to whole story. And they are also called visiting husband. Out of this visiting husband, children can be born. And children are born also. And these visiting husbands take care of the children. And children become adult. Here, Nair woman is allowed to have interaction with up to 12 male in her community. And most of the visiting husbands are Nambudripad Brahmin. एक influential caste है केरला में, Nambudripad. They are usually visiting husbands. And these visiting husbands do not come from the same family. They come from different families. And that is why it is called non-fraternal polyandry. Fatherhood does not go to visiting husband. Fatherhood goes to that ritual husband who conducted Thalikettu Kalyanam. When visiting husbands die, Nair woman does not perform any funeral ceremony. But when ritual husbands die, she removes Mangal Sutra and performs other ceremony. So that is Nair form of marriage, and it was because of certain circumstances. After British to come to India, all the territories belonging to any tribes came under the British rule. Now British was responsible for defending their territory. And gradually this process has been abolished, this practice. And now they practice monogamy. And today Nair is a dominant tribe, so a dominant caste in Kerala. जो शशि थरूर जो है, he belongs to Nair caste. So they had a practice of non-fraternal polyandry long back in the history. So you can see that under some circumstances people had a practice. When circumstances change, they had different practice. So that shows culture is dynamic. It is not static. Okay. Since there is more than one father, one husband, so question of fatherhood automatically comes. So fatherhood is determined by social norms, not by blood. जैसे कि among Khasa and Tibetan, eldest brother is the father. Even he is not a biological father. The norm is eldest brother will be father. If he is dead, second. If second is also dead, third, and goes on. He may not be biological father, but he is social father. Biological father is called genitor. Social father is called pater. So this practices shows biological father is not important. It is social father which is important. ठीक है. Among Toda, there is a ceremony. The brother who participates in that ceremony is to be father. And that ceremony is called bow and arrow ceremony. It is voluntary. Anyone can take part in that ceremony. So if youngest brother is participating in the ceremony, he will be father. Among Nair, it is ritual husband who is the father, not the visiting husband or lover. ठीक है ना, ये पॉलीएंड्री होगी. तो अगर पॉलीएंड्रस फैमिली आते हैं, पॉलीएंड्रस मैरिज आता है, पॉलीएंड्रस सोसाइटी आते हैं, तो राइट ऑल दिस थिंग्स. 2 बार आ चुका है. Write a short note on polyandrous family, 10 marks. You write all these things. नेक्स्ट जो है पॉलीगाइनी. मैं जब कंक्लूजन सबका देंगे ना, उसी से ये भी हो जाएगा. Polygyny means plurality of wives. This is polygyny. many African communities practice polygamy. In India, Naga, they practice polygamy. In pre-independent Bengali society, polygamy was a common practice. Pre-independent. Bengal. Then those societies are frequently at war. They practice polygamy. So why most of the African communities practice polygamy? See, these tribals practice intensive agriculture and they are marginal cultivators. Intensive agriculture means labor-based cultivation, not mechanized farming. And they are marginal cultivators, not big farmers. So therefore, they could not hire laborers from outside family. So if they marry more number of wives, they can have more children, and these children can be providing helping hand for family cultivation. And that is why you can see in villages people marry more than one wives. Those are farming communities. It is quite common to them. Why Naga practiced polygamy? It is because of sense of heroism. More wives means great hero. Naga is the only tribe in India who practiced head hunting. Naga tribes raided each other. And at the time of raid, adult members were killed by beheading. And wives of this person were stolen and got married. So if you have hunted more males, you have more wives. So it is a matter of pride. If you have more wives, that means you have killed more people. After beheading these people, they make garland of skull, and it is hung in their courtyard, and that gives them a pride. So because of sense of heroism, they practice polygamy. Sometimes in UPSC interview, question is asked like, give examples of head hunting tribe in India. So Naga is the only head hunting tribe. वर्ल्ड में तो और भी बहुत है, इंडिया में एक ही ट्राइब है. Then pre-independent Bengal society. Before 1947 in Bengal, polygamy was very common among Brahmin community or Brahmin caste. See, there was a practice of hypergaming. It is a practice in which boys come from higher caste and girls come from lower caste. So in pre-Bengal society, pre-independent Bengali society, lower caste tried to give their daughter in marriage to higher caste, along with huge amount of dowry, because it elevated their social status. And that is why many Brahmins have number of wives. But not all Brahmins. Those are Jamindar Brahmins. And this is locally called Kulin Protha. And it was so badly practiced that old Brahmin, on the day of his death, getting married to a girl of 8 years old, 10 years old. After independence, polygamy is prohibited for Hindus. So this practice is no longer found there. See, those societies are frequently at war. In the societies, there will be less number of male members because male members are killed in war. So therefore, every girl does not have opportunity to have individual husband. So therefore, they share husband. So these are the forms of marriage based on number of spouse. Marriage based on rules. First, prescriptive rule. See, these rules are prescribed by the society for their members to follow at the time of marriage. If anyone violates this rule, then punishment can be in the form of honor killing also. You know, honor killing is very common in North India, particularly North India, South India में भी होते हैं. Recently, few months back, there was a case of honor killing in Tamil Nadu. A boy coming from lower caste eloped with a girl of higher caste. नहीं तमिलनाडु में एकदम शायद चेन्नई में suburb Chennai. And that boy was killed in daylight. And you know, it was photographed in CCTV camera. Few days back का तो मैं नहीं जानता हूँ, पढ़ा नहीं शायद मैंने. वो होता रहता है, मतलब हर दिन होता है, रिपोर्टेड होता है, कभी कभी नहीं होता. आजकल सोशल मीडिया की चलते में काफी ज्यादा रिपोर्टिंग होती है. क्या हुआ था तेलंगाना में? ये कॉमन है साउथ इंडिया में, साउथ इंडिया नॉर्थ इंडिया में कॉमन है, ईस्टर्न इंडिया में नहीं होती है, देखेगा नहीं. चल नहीं रहे. So prescriptive rules समझ में आए ना? These rules are prescribed by the society. Outside your group. It may be caste, it may be class, it may be village. In Haryana, there was a rule of village exogamy. Now this rule has been diluted recently by Khap Panchayat because of shortage of girls. हरियाणा में रूल तो ऐसा है. They are nowadays practicing sister exchange marriage. जानता है? Sister exchange. You give your sister to me, I'll बहुत बुरी हालत है हरियाणा में. And during election, they ask voters, you give me votes, I'll give you wife. नहीं, इलेक्शन में बोलता है. मेरा एक ड्राइवर था, उसका उम्र 50 के आसपास हो गया था. उसके घर में सिस्टर नहीं था, इसलिए सिस्टर एक्सचेंज कर नहीं पा रहा था. वो बोला मैं आपके बेटे की शादी करवा दूंगा. तो बोलता कराओ तो हरियाणा से कराना है. हरियाणा से लड़की मिले, उसकी तो मिल नहीं रही लड़की. तो बोला मैं हिमाचल से लाऊंगा. बोला नहीं. तो लड़का 50 साल तक शादीशुदा नहीं था. अभी तो क्या पता नहीं, ऐसे हालत था. एक्चुअली दिस प्रॉब्लम एग्जिस्ट इन पुअर पीपल. हायर कास्ट में दिक्कत नहीं है. वहां पे तो काफी डाउरी फरी चलता है. गरीब लोगों में कभी ज्यादा है. So prescriptive rules include exogamy and endogamy. What is exogamy? Marrying outside of your group. So the rule in Hinduism is clan exogamy. Means one must marry outside one's clan. Because members of a clan are supposed to have descended down from common ancestor. So when they have common ancestry, they are brother and sister. So how brother and sister can marry? ठीक है. There is rule of village exogamy. Usually a single village is inhabited by a single clan. So that's why they should not marry. बताना. चलो हम लोग तो सुपरस्टिशियस है, साइंटिफिक बेंट ऑफ माइंड नहीं है, तो इंडिया में करता है. वो लोग क्यों करता? जेनेटिक वेरिएशन कैसे? In common, being close. So when close relatives marry each other, many hereditary genetic disorders are expressed. And all genetic diseases are incurable even today. Even in USA, genetic diseases cannot be cured. They can be prevented if close relatives are not marrying. And that is the reason why exogamy is a universal rule. यूएसए में भी लोग नहीं करता, ट्राइब लोग भी नहीं करता. Come endogamy. Endogamy means marrying within one's own group. You should not marry outside the group. So in Hinduism, the rule is caste endogamy. कुंडली से जंगल में भी कुंडली नहीं मिलाते. कुंडली मिलने से क्या हो जाएगा? मंगलिक संगलिक ना, मैं इधर ही आके सुना. बंगाल में कोई नहीं कर, कुंडली का कोई सवाल ही नहीं है. ये साउथ इंडिया में, नॉर्थ इंडिया में कुंडली की जेनेटिक काउंसलिंग शादी से पहले नहीं होती. शादी नहीं हुआ काउंसलिंग करा लेगा? कुछ कॉमन सेंस तो लगाएगा. नहीं, मुझे एक चीज बता, जेनेटिक काउंसलिंग बिना शादी का ही कर लेगा? कुछ तो लॉजिक होनी चाहिए. लेट मैरिज हेल्ड फास्ट, देन गो फॉर काउंसलिंग. कोई रिलेशन ही नहीं है. देखो, सो रूल इन हिंदुइज्म इज caste endogamy. In Western society, class endogamy. What are the reasons? See, it helps in cultural retention. If you marry within your caste, that caste specific practices will be retained, because every caste has its own unique practice. Every caste. So if you bring spouse from another caste, there will be cultural hybridization, and in that case, bride may not adjust, and that may lead to divorce. And that is the reason why it is very low. Intercaste marriage is very low in India, and it is just 5%. Even several states are giving a lot of incentives to the couple of intercaste marriage. For example, in Rajasthan, they are giving 5 lakh rupees if higher caste is marrying lower caste. Still they are not marrying. Because of this reason. And you may see, people do not practice casteism. They are not worried of caste rules and regulations. But at the time of marriage, they avoid intercaste marriage because of that reason. It helps in retention of cultural identity. Second, no endogamy, no caste system. See, if endogamy is not the rule, do you think caste system can continue? If people from different caste marrying each other, that will be the beginning of end of caste system. And that is why government is promoting. So it helps in maintenance of stratification in the society. Third जो है, that reason is found among tribals. Fear of magic. And I am not talking of white magic. Magic can be divided into white magic and black magic. White magic is for entertainment, जैसे कि पीसी सर्कल लोग करते थे. That is not anthropological concern. Black magic is concerned with anthropology. It means causing harm. The magic which is intended to cause harm, called black magic, that is a concern of anthropology. So tribals believe if girls come from different tribe, she shall be a notorious magician and she can harm bride and bride's family. So because of the fear of magic, they do not practice tribal exogamy. They always practice tribal endogamy. For example, Karwa, a tribe has, they live in Mirzapur. So because of fear of magic, they practice tribal endogamy. If girls come from different tribes, they will be harmed. Now come to preferential rule. Hmm? कोई कुछ पूछ रहे क्या? So in preferential rule, society does not prescribe. Society prefers its members to follow this rule at the time of marriage. In case rules are violated, members are not punished. They can be ridiculed, they can be gossip. That is called preferential rule. It is expected that you should prefer this rule. अगर आप नहीं भी कर रहे हो तो आपको पनिशमेंट नहीं दिया जाएगा, मजाक कर लिया जाएगा, चार लोग क्या कहेगा. And because of these four persons, people follow many rules in the society. चार आदमी क्या कहेगा, ये बताना वो चार आदमी है कौन. सब साउथ में भी बोलता है चार आदमी, नहीं बोलता, वहां तीन आदमी है क्या? So these rules include cousin marriage. There are two types of cousin marriage. एक आपका क्रॉस कजन मैरिज एंड पैरेलल कजन मैरिज. तो पहले क्रॉस कजन करते हैं. ये क्रॉस कजन ना काफी पॉपुलर है. पॉपुलर तो नहीं कहेगा, काफी कॉमन है महाराष्ट्र में, साउथ इंडिया में. महाराष्ट्र में भी काफी लोग करते हैं, सबसे ज्यादा महाराष्ट्र में होता है. एंड दैट इज नॉट प्रैक्टिस्ड अमंग नॉन हिंदूज. हिंदूज में होता है. क्या बोलता है समीक्षित? महाराष्ट्र में से आया है और पता नहीं, हमें पता है. ऑब्जर्व क्यों नहीं करेगा? कोई चोरी छुपे थोड़ी करता है, खुलेआम करता है. सोसाइटी एक्सेप्ट. जैसे यहाँ पे अगर कोई करेगा ना तो उसको मार देगा. उधर नहीं मारते, वहां पे पीपुल प्रेफर. हरियाणा राजस्थान में तो लोग सोच भी नहीं सकते. हमारे उधर भी ऐसे ही है, क्रॉस कजन नहीं चलता, में कोई कजन नहीं चलता. तो मैरिंग फादर्स सिस्टर्स डॉटर, मैरिंग मदर्स ब्रदर्स डॉटर, कॉल्ड क्रॉस कजन. Either this form can be possible or this form can be possible. So ego means subject or the person from which you trace the relationship. So ego is marrying father's sister's daughter. So when it occurs on father's side, it is called paternal cross cousin. If it occurs on mother's side, as ego is marrying mother's brother's daughter, this is called maternal cross cousin. So how to write it? Marriage between offsprings of the different gender of same generation having common ancestry. है ना? Marriage between offsprings of different gender of the same generation having common ancestry called cross cousin marriage. Example क्या है? People in Maharashtra, people in South India, in India, practice cross cousin marriage. अब why they practice? दीक्षा बताना. दीक्षा कौन सी स्टेट से है? यूपी से. उधर तो सब नहीं चलेगा. तुम बताओ महेश. Cultural tension. Also, even they do not marry with cousin, then also cultural identity will be there. Feeling की क्या जरूरत? पता ना, if you do not marry your cousin, you are going to have same culture. ये रीजन तो सही नहीं है. What's the नाम मैं भूल गया. What's the name? चांदनी. Tell me, you are from which state? MP. तब तो उधर नहीं. बताओ क्या कारण हो सकता? देखो, there are three reasons. First जो है, continuity of relationship from generation after generation. See, we have relatives either through blood or through marriage. तुम देखो, जो भी relatives है, through marriage or through blood. So if relatives are proven to be good, they come in times of need. They can go for economic help, political help, or all sort of help. You will try to maintain the relationship from generation after generation. Because getting good relatives is very difficult. And if they are good, you can secure cooperation from them. But you cannot secure cooperation from friends. If you have good relationship, friendship will be there. If you are not supporting, cooperating, friendship will not be there. So, relationship is an obligation. That's why if you have good relatives, you are able to secure cooperation in times of need. And that's why people don't leave good relatives. And they try to continue the relationship from generation after generation. Second, this form of marriages reduces incidences of divorce. Divorce rate कम होती है. कैसे? See, both brides and grooms, they know each other from childhood days. Their families also know each other from long time. So if there is any maladjustment after marriage, it can be easily sorted out. And that leads to low rate of divorce in this marriage. Because divorce in any society, unwelcome, unaccepted. Because after divorce, there is lot of difficulties for rehabilitation. Even in USA also, it is not a welcome measure. In a traditional society like India, it is very difficult. So in this marriage, divorce rate is low. Hmm? No, endogamy is the rule. They belong to same caste, but they don't belong to same clan. जैसे कि my father clan is different from my mother clan. तो इसमें तो ऐसे ही हो रहा है ना. In the same clan, parallel cousin can be found. When you are marrying father's brother's daughter, that means you are marrying within your own group, within your, it may be clan, it may be lineage. इसीलिए parallel marriage is very rare. It is practiced by but this form of marriage is quite common because there is no involvement of close marriage in terms of society. They come from different clan. Among Gone, it is the return of bride wealth that motivates them for cousin marriage. कैसे? Return of milk or bride wealth. देखो, in tribal society, they do not practice dowry. Rather, they practice bride wealth. Means at the time of marriage, groom's family pay in kind to bride's family. Groom's family pay in kind to bride's family. That is why it is called bride wealth. देखो, इसको तो चेंज कर देते डायग्राम को. See, when ठीक ही तो था. See, when this person got married, see, this is a family. This is another family. He gave bride wealth to this family. है ना? Grooms to bride. He is a groom. He is bride. So from his family to this family. When this person will get married, he is paying bride wealth. That means in one generation they have given bride wealth, in another generation they have taken bride wealth. That is called return of milk. In Hindi it is called dudh latwana. That is the reason why Gond practice cross cousin marriage. Gond. It shows people are money minded. चलो एक जनरेशन में दिया, दूसरी जनरेशन में आ तो गया. And that is the reason why Gond practice cross cousin marriage. The return of milk. दूध लौटवाना. ठीक है. Next, parallel cousin marriage. Marriage between offspring of the same gender and generation having common ancestry. to marrying father's brother's daughter or marrying mother's sister's daughter, called parallel cousin marriage. Since in this marriage, same lineage or same clan is involved, that is why most of the societies in the world avoid it. But in case of cross cousin marriage, same lineage, same clan is not involved. समझा ना? Examples of parallel cousin marriage is Muslim community, then pastoral community, etc. So why they prefer to have this form of marriage? See, Muslim religion was originated in Middle East, and that was characterized by desert conditions, even in the past and today also. In desert, cultivation is not possible. So their main livelihood was pastoralism. In pastoralism, there is a great threat of cattle raid, because cattle are the best form of wealth, not even land. So that's why people raid each other's cattle and they increase their wealth. If cattle is raided from any group, they will be at peril, they will be extinct, where they don't have any other source of livelihood. So what happens in pastoral community or happened in Muslim community? Suppose these are two groups, group A, group B. Some members of group A are married to some members of group B. Assume group B has raided group A for stealing cattle. So those members of group A married to members of group B, they may share their allegiance because of relationship. Their loyalty can be divided. In case of divided loyalty, their cattle can be taken away. So under these conditions, they developed a rule that one should marry within one's own group. If they are marrying in their own group, there will be no division of loyalty. There will be no division of allegiance. So at the time of cattle raid, they can be united without sharing their loyalty, allegiance, and they can protect their cattle. And that can protect their interest. And that is why almost all the pastoral communities in the world, they had parallel cousin marriage. Okay? So this is the reason. Now, hypergamy and hypogamy, sorry, levirate and sororate. ये सुना है मैरिज? That is levirate. Marrying deceased husband's brother. marrying deceased wife's sister. This is levirate. This is sororate. There is no society-specific practice. In every society, some families have this form of marriage. And it is a preferential marriage. Means if you prefer, well, if you not prefer, no problem. So why they practice? लिखना अपने हिसाब से, खुद से लिखना. मेरे सेंटेंस में क्यों पड़ा हुआ है? एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पा रहे खुद से, तो फिर टेंशन किस बात की? तो क्यों ऐसे देखा? देखना हर शहर में एक दो मिल जाएगा. ये दीदी तेरा देवर कौन सा, हम आपके है कौन में, ये वाला शादी हुआ था. देखा हम आपके है कौन, यही तो हो रहा था. तो क्यों करते हैं लोग? ये सुबी बताना तो कॉमन सेंस लगाना. अच्छा ये हम आपके है कौन देखा, उसमें ऐसा क्यों करने जा रहे थे? देखा उनका तो बच्चा ही नहीं था. हाँ तो बताना तो और अच्छी बात है. तो और अच्छी बात है. मैं एक्चुअली हम आपके एकदम आधा देख के मैं निकल गया था. मुझे अच्छा नहीं लग रहा था. इतना गाना था, हर 2 मिनट में गाना होता है. हैं? तो पाल तो बाई भी लेगा. तो साली से शादी करने की क्या जरूरत है? हैं? तो देखो लिबरेट मैरिज में क्या होता है, हियर ऑल्सो टू कंटिन्यू द रिलेशनशिप. Suppose this family and this family have very good term. They help at every situation. So if this woman marries outside the family, that relationship will be dissolved. And relationship is very important in our life, because it is relationship which can secure help. फ्रेंडशिप में वो नहीं है. फ्रेंड्स तो बर्बाद करने के लिए होता है. तो इसलिए ना अच्छे रिलेशनशिप है तो लोग उसको कंटिन्यू करना चाहता है. सेकेंड रीजन जो है, देखो, इफ दे हैव चिल्ड्रन, दिस मैरिड अर्लियर मैरिड कपल, ब्रदर्स विल बी मोर कंसर्न टू हिज ओन ब्रदर चिल्ड्रन. ज्यादा होगा कि नहीं आउटसाइडर्स से. थर्ड रीजन क्या है, इफ दिस woman marries outside this family, then the bride wealth this family has paid must be returned. ठीक है, समझा ना? जो bride wealth this family has given bride wealth, so if this woman after the death of her husband marry outside, then they have to return the bride wealth. In tribal society they used up bride wealth, they do not save it. So because of these three reasons, people prefer levirate. In case of sororate, the same reasons apply. Continuity of the relationship. Sister will be more concerned to her own sister's children. Bride wealth का applicable है नहीं, क्योंकि they have paid bride wealth. If he doesn't marry, for that reason they should not return the bride wealth. ठीक है. Now, hypergamy and hypogamy. I have discussed hypergamy. Lower caste, bride family comes from lower caste, or groom's family belong to higher caste. And the reason is to elevate social status. Because after marriage there will be social interaction. They can share dine, they can share smoke. So that lifts the social status. What is hypogamy? जो अनुलोम प्रतिलोम शादी होती है ना, नहीं सुना? हिंदी में अनुलोम शादी बोलते हैं, जिसका नाम है हाइपरगैमी. प्रतिलोम जो है हाइपोगैमी. अरे अनुलोम विलोम नहीं है, अनुलोम एक शादी होती है. दैट इज हाइपरगैमी. In case of hypogamy, although it is very rare practice in our society, bride belongs to higher caste or grooms belong to lower caste. In this case, dowry does not exist. They don't give dowry. Rather, bride wealth can be expected because girls belong to higher caste. And the status of groom is also compromised. And that is expressed in their language, in their behaviors. So this son-in-law is not respected in their father-in-law's house. They can be abused. They can be disrespected. So that is a very rare practice. बहुत कम होता है. Now, rare form of marriage. I mean, this marriage is rarely practiced. भूतिया मैरिज, घोस्ट मैरिज सुना है? भूत के साथ शादी. ऐसा नहीं भूत के साथ शादी. It is practiced in some community in Africa. When husbands die without any successor and he is influential person, economically well off, in that case, that widow is allowed to have intimate relationship with other male in her community. Out of the relationship, children are born, and fatherhood of the children doesn't go to that person in the community, it goes to dead husband. That is why it is called ghost marriage. तो क्या होगा? They will get successor, property can be inherited, name can be passed on. Because of that reason, they practice ghost marriage, bhutiya marriage. Group marriage means in this रोता क्यों रही है? ऐसे सुन के जो हो क्या रहा है, इसमें टेंशन लेने वाली कोई बात नहीं. They have their own need and how they can fulfill this need. I told yesterday and every class I told that culture is a problem solving mechanism. We create culture to solve problems created by our physical environment and social environment. अब बताना, इसमें अगर ऐसे फॉर्म नहीं होगा तो उसकी जो प्रॉपर्टी होगी, नाम होगा, शोहरत होगा, कैसे पास ऑन होगी? तो दैट इज ए काइंड ऑफ सोल्यूशन। ठीक है। देखो, नेक्स्ट, मेल मेल मैरिज और फीमेल फीमेल मैरिज। देयर इज ए community called Azande in Africa. They practice male male marriage. So, so in this marriage, one male is rich and elder. He assumes the role of husband. Another male is transvestite female, coming from very humble background, assuming the role of wife. Actually, husband, wife, these are not biologically constructed terminology. These are culturally constructed terminology. If you play the role of husband, irrespective of your gender, you can be husband. If you play the role of wife, irrespective of your gender, you can be wife. So what is the role of husband? The role of husband is to work outside four walls of household, provide economic support to the family, giving protection to the families. If you are performing these roles, you are husband. And if you are taking care of household chores, caring others, working within the four walls of household, means you are performing the role of wives. So you are wife. So this male performs the role of wife. And why they assume the role of wife? Because they come from very humble background. They are so poor that they could not even manage their own life. How they can marry a girl? And this male who performing the role of husband, they are bisexual. They have their own wife, female wife, at the same time they have male wife. And that is the reason why they allow male-male marriage. ठीक है. Then female-female marriage in Chain Indian, ये भी American African community. So one female is elderly female, economically well off, and highly ambitious. Another female is younger one, coming from very poor background. This elderly female wants husbandhood, which is a superior status. They want to enjoy fatherhood, and fatherhood is a superior status. So how they can become father? Because both are female. So this female is allowed to have physical relationship with other male in the society. Now, children born, fatherhood goes to this woman, not the male. So by doing so, she attains the status of husbandhood as well as fatherhood. Acha. Left part of forms of marriage. Sure. Group marriage. In group marriage, there is involvement of more than one husband and more than one wives. It is like this. It symbolizes male. This is female. Hmm? Marriage? Hmm. वही तो छूटा था ना कल. This is called group marriage. ठीक है. It is a rare kind of marriage. We have seen group marriage among Khasa in Dehradun. That's polygynandrous marriage. It's a kind of group marriage. But many scholars suggest that group marriage did not exist in the past. Hmm? What is their argument? In group marriage, fatherhood is not well demarcated. Who is the father? So if fatherhood is not well demarcated, then family cannot come into being. So if family cannot be formed due to group marriage, society cannot continue. So for the continuity of society, family is required, and family is led by marriage only. So therefore, it may be an imagination. In reality, group marriage did not exist. But we have seen group marriage in Khasa. In this society, they determine fatherhood based on seniority. So it will be wrong to say that group marriage did not exist. It might have existed with clear-cut fatherhood status. But it is true that group marriage is a rare form of marriage. Then uncle niece marriage. Niece. It is practiced among some tribal communities in South India. This is uncle niece marriage. Marrying deceased wife's sister's daughter. That is uncle niece marriage. Usually in this community, the sister which is dead, she is the youngest one. And the girl to which this person get married, her age is very close to the age of this deceased wife. So in that case, marriage can take place. And the reason is only continuity of the relationship. It is also a rare kind of marriage. Okay. Then adoptive marriage. What is adoptive marriage? It is practiced among some communities in Taiwan, Japan. What they do, they adopt their they adopt sons and daughters along with their own children. When both adopted children and own children attain marriageable age, they are getting married. The reason is no one should leave the home. If it is a daughter, she has to leave the home for groom's house. But in this marriage, all will be staying together. Then man-animal marriage. It is practiced among Bantu. हम्म? क्या क्या बताऊं? रिपीट क्या समझा ये बताना. इसमें ऐसा कौन सा रॉकेट साइंस है जो समझ नहीं पाया? जो एडॉप्टेड चिल्ड्रन है और अपना चिल्ड्रन है, जो बड़ा हो जाता है शादी करवा देता है. किसी को घर छोड़ने की जरूरत नहीं है, सब साथ साथ रहेगा, हम साथ साथ हैं. ताइवान में होता है, जापान में होता है. अब मैन एनिमल मैरिज बंतु, अफ्रीका की एक ट्राइबल कम्युनिटी. इट इज ए रिचुअल marriage. What happens? They are tribal people, so they practice bride wealth. They do not practice dowry. Only 8% of the total societies having dowry as marriage payment. And most of the societies in the world, they practice bride wealth. तो डाउरी सब इंडिया में होता है, साउथ यूरोप में होता है, चाइना में कुछ लोग करता है, ज्यादातर लोग ब्राइड वेल्थ दे प्रैक्टिस. So when a Bantu family, suppose this is a Bantu family, this is another Bantu family, this is another Bantu family, family 1, family 2, family 3. When they give their daughter in marriage, they get bride wealth in the form of cattle. These cattle are considered to be divine cattle. They have a divinity. So for the sake of divine grace, they get married to this cattle first. Then they give this cattle as bride wealth to some other group. Then they get wife. So that is the man-animal marriage. नहीं समझा? So they marry these cattle for the sake of divinity. Then they give this cattle as bride wealth to some other Bantu family. And they get wives in return. So this is a ritual marriage. जैसे in our society, those are Manglik. They are supposed to marry animals, plant first. Then they should marry human being. जैसे कि एक फिल्म था, वेलकम टू सज्जनपुर, देखा था? उसमें एक लड़की को जबरदस्ती कुत्ते से शादी करवा देता है. फिर अभी एक सिनेमा आया था फिलोरी, उसमें प्लान के साथ शादी करवा देता है. तो दिस आर रिचुअल मैरिज. जैसे ये ऐश्वर्या राय की भी शादी हुई है किसी पेड़ के साथ. फिर अभिषेक बच्चन सुनने आए पेड़ मर गए. एफएम वाले ने कह रहा था, एफएम रेडियो, ये सवाल किसी ने ना पूछ लिया अभिषेक बच्चन को, एकदम गुस्से में लाल हो गया. ऐसे क्या बेहुदा सवाल करता. So these are the different forms of marriage.